up. Dono. And some conversations in this bar. Yeah, phantom ship. Some interesting information. This person is dressed the same as Kathy. They're in a completely different bar. It makes sense for the uniforms for a single bar, but bandits just hanging out in the bar. Let's see if we can talk to the actual bartender. He keeps moving around. Okay. Over this way. Got a few people to talk to. This garage. Apparently, it's a thing for the sea. It's like a bandit to a pirate, I guess. These stairs. Got a kid running around. Yeah, sea dragon. The drink was mentioned too. He also mentions the ghost ship, phantom ship, whatever. Sea dragon and a ghost ship. Those are some leads about future events in this disc. Now let's have a word with this person. Apparently thinks we're okay. Just trying to keep those bandits away from the mayor's house. Which at least we now know this is the mayor's house. Mayor even has a butler. Yeah, we really need the mayor to know about this letter. And once the butler reads it, he understands completely. I'll say it's practically what the whole game was named after. He's addressing him as Butler. The butler doesn't have a name? Or is he a person named Butler? That'd be a really strange name. Stardust. Should go with Stardust we grabbed at the front of the city when we first entered. Sorry I didn't draw attention to that. It's right at the beginning of the video. Now someone's complaining about someone dropping a feel on them, apparently. Okay, that's quite the self-esteem there. Self-esteem and quite the punch as well. It's like it has shell strength. Yeah, just scares them off. It's not what they mean when they say you'll pay for this. Though, admittedly, when they say that while running away, doesn't really lay credence to what they're saying. And yes, she just pulled that hammer out of her hammer space, which is where she put it back as well. She makes hammer space literal. There could not be a more perfect example of hammer space. We can't really tell who's right about Arm's appearance, like whether it's Meru or the bandits were correct, because all this stuff that she's claiming happened occurred off screen, and the way the polygons work in this doesn't really give an accurate analog on Meru here. Mill of a Hess. That's wordplay, specifically a spoonerism, where she takes the consonants and swaps them. If you take the consonants in Mel and Hess, swap around, what do you get? This one, go with this one, just because it has basically a few extra lines. Excited and stuff. And then just automatically goes back to the other option. Why does it do that? Well, because Meru is another playable character. And she's a pretty good one to get. As far as characters you unlock, she's the second last. Though, she's a pretty good character. I know Bladed Lightning didn't really like her as a character, but that's because he didn't really understand what kind of character she is. She is, from Fire Emblem, an Est archetype. Which means she starts off much weaker than the other characters, than the other playable characters. but she becomes much stronger as the game progresses to become one of the best characters. A bit of a pain to train, but if you put the effort into training her, she can become really good. How does she do that? Well, her final edition is the highest multiplier of any edition in the game. 600. And, well, yes, her attack power is lower than most of the characters. Towards the end of the game, it gets pretty decent. And when you multiply it by 600%, 6 times higher, that's quite a bit of damage. And on top of that, she's the highest speed in the game. Its speed drastically affects the amount of damage you can dish out. In fact, speed can be a pretty good way of keeping her on par with most of the other characters.
More and more.
The biggest concern though is at low levels, her lack of health is quite problematic. And the characters with high health, they're useful at the beginning of the game, but when they get into higher levels, the amount of health is just excessive. Whereas the lower health characters, their health now at higher levels becomes, yeah, that's really all you need. Albert still has the Twister Glaive, doesn't he? Which is why he's doing such high damage to all these enemies. There are a lot of Earth-type enemies here. Scissor. And I think that's what that scratchy crisscross lines are. That's supposed to be the wind damage being dealt. One last enemy that had to come after us. See? Earth enemies all over the place. Cross-hatching, signifying wind damage dealt to it. That's not an Albert thing, that's a wind damage thing. Actually repeat the same thing. Try talking to him again. So we'll get this guy's conversation and end this video for our time's sake.